right? A man has to stand up for himself. That's not my job. But my job is, as I look back, help us to think through these things and figure out what's the best way to get things done, right? We may think that the best thing is, let me choose this young brother that's a social activist on the street. And that may be good for your spirit and how you felt was the best thing to do, but it may not be the most progressive thing in order to get the movement to where it needs to be, because you can't go to war without money, right? And so you don't want to have a room full of talking points but no action, right? You don't want to have a room full of talking points but no funds, right? That stagnates the movement. So you have to have, quote unquote, the money involved. You have to have the power involved. You have to have the networks involved, right? You have to have the movers and the shakers of culture involved, because we see when we want to green light ignorance, it's green lighted fast. And what we're trying to do is get, the positive actions in our communities and solutions green lighted. How do you think that happens, right? Presidents, politicians, leaders, they connect with people all across the planet Earth to help get their ideas funded. They create alliances across the planet Earth to get these things going. That's what a good general does, right? So take a step back and ask yourself the question, why are these brothers making this move? How is this beneficial? What's the strategy here? Then you start thinking like this. But if you're just reacting from an emotional standpoint, you would never understand, and you will be in your silo of feelings while we working and creating actions.
That is a fact, my brother. I gotta run, man. But I want you to
highest level
conversation. I want to talk about the highest tour before we end this.
Yes, sir. So May 4th, I want to need everybody to pull up for my Born Day celebration. It's tourist season, first of all. You know what that means. It's heavy. Legendary performances is about to happen in New York, the Apollo Theater, famous Apollo Theater. I was looking at my phone. I took a picture there I screenshotted a picture of the Apollo back in 2018. Then I went there. That was before I was ever, I think, in New York. And then I went and took a picture of it in 2021. You know what I'm saying? And this is part of my journey of visualization and manifesting things to come true. And now, I get to actually be on that stage and create history, right? You all was on that stage in 2021, and there's a lot of legacy, there's a lot of energy, and, being in this transformational room around high-level people and getting this mind-bending experience, not only for New York, but, of course, we got Chicago, we got Cleveland, we got St. Louis, we got all of Texas, Dallas, Austin, Houston, San Antonio, we got New Orleans. We got Philly, we got Detroit, Baltimore, Boston, and Cleveland. And we working on LA, and we working on some international dates as well. But this the people's tour. This is for y'all. This is for us. This is, the thing that we've been able to do. Like when we went out to London, we created something new, right? We got like theaters, we got plays, we got concerts, we got clubs and lounges. So when you think about how can I invest my time? Like most of the time, we don't have stuff we can invest in our time. We have things we can spend our time in, right? That money goes out, they don't give us no return. But creating this asset culture of experiences to where it's like, instead of that concert, where I just go listen to music, get high, and I leave. No, we get to actually go have a transformational experience, learn something, and catch a vibe, and network, and build, and get some life-changing and mind-changing game, and then go home. And when you go home, you're taking those experiences and that knowledge and that information and those contacts, right? And now you can say, yo, I really invested my time tonight. Like the culture is changing. You can be happy to like, I'm happy I'm alive to see this because this was different, right? And so for me, that's a representation of us creating a new culture, right? And giving people new experiences and new opportunities. So I'm excited to, be a leader in this movement. And, this is my first tour. So show up and show out. It's going to be beautiful. If you're single, come to the tour because there's going to be a lot of high-level women there, fellas. They already told me they showing up in droves. You know what I'm saying? There's going to be a lot of high-level men there, ladies. They smart and they got money, and we gonna give them some game. You feel me? So, you know, and you can show up with your family as well. So I'm just letting you know that. But tickets link in my bio. Go to 19keys.com.
Nah, definitely, man. New York City, man. Show up. The Apollo Theater this Saturday, right?
Yes, sir.
19
May 4th.
for the first stop on the tour. You know, congratulations to you. That's big. The Apollo,
Thank you.
that's something that, you know, only legends get to perform at the Apollo.
Yeah.
So,
All the VIP is sold out. There's only on the top balconies is still available. So, you know, but that bottom floor, you gotta be fast for that one.
yeah, magical night. You told me about some of the surprises that you got.
I wish I could say it. I'm not gonna lie. I wish I could say it, but I can't.
The surprises is
Oh,
so.
it's gonna be legendary.
Congratulations on that. Definitely, if you can make the High Level Conversation tour, make it a city near you. He's hitting almost every city in America, so a city near you for sure. And, yeah, man, kudos to you. You know, congratulations to everything. High Level Conversations show. Make sure you watch it. New episode out right now with Director X. That was actually a really good one. I was watching it yesterday.
Yeah.
Great conversation about meditation and, you know, how the brain works and different things like that. Very interesting conversation. So congratulations to you, man. Pushing the culture.
Congratulations to us, man. The EYL network is #1 in the culture.
Nah, that's
#1 in the culture. I dare you say somebody else.
that's
I dare you. I dare you. Call all the network presidents. Call anybody. This is #1.
that's a fact, man. So Keys, I appreciate you, brother. And Keys will be at Best Fest for sure. So get your ticket.
I got something special for Invest Fest. Don't even worry.
I appreciate that, man. So Market Mondays, we back tomorrow night. Love is love. Peace, man. Stay travel.